So I got fired from BUD/S because there was 2 students sleeping on watch. You got to understand, third phase is designed to be to be treated like it's a FOB, a forward operating base, right? Mm-hmm. That's the whole point of going out there, is that you're learning how to operate outside of a FOB, and then come back, and that's kind of developing that in the psyche. So when we go do what we do, we kind of get it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is familiar, So that's what we're doing. Well, these slip knots, one is on his iPhone, like at 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm coming out of the hell box and I see, and I look, and I go, one's asleep and one's on his phone, just kind of doing whatever. So I was like, okay. So I go back into the hell box, which is the instructor's, area, and I grab a M4 paint rifle, blue barrel, and I light them up, right? Paying attention to their eyes and all these types of things. I shot them in the back of the calves, kept everything low. There was a desk, so any ricochets wouldn't hit him in the face. I wasn't just completely, but I lit them up, and they're standing there, and I'm like, so. What's the most expensive thing that you guys are protecting right now? This is a FOB, right? And they're like, yes, Chief. And I'm like, okay, this is a FOB, and what's the most expensive thing you're protecting on this FOB? And the guy's like, one guy goes, the weapons. Another guy's like, no, the demo. I'm the demo instructor. The demo. And I'm like, guys, we have absolutely failed you. This training has absolutely failed you. I'd be pissed. What about those guys that are sleeping in that fucking hut over there in case harm's way comes? What's to stop me from going in there and killing every one of those dudes? Sound? Oh, sound? Really, sir? I grab a Sharpie. I take the lid off. I go, follow me. And I fucking draw a line across every other dude's neck while he's asleep. I was like, go try it. See how easy it is when they trust you. He's like, I don't want to do that. I was like, no, you need to do it to see how easy it is, and you'll never forget it. He goes in, he does it. I was like, well, he's like, you could see the weight of it on him. I was like, all right, go on. Go to the beach, grab your shit, go to Camp Stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Grab 2 other dudes, put them on watch. Without saying shit to them, without saying shit, these kids put watch on the watch with a radio. They set an OP on the watch so that they could, now they're thinking like SEALs, right? They put watch on the watch so they could see and report what's going on. They put early warning devices on the doors and windows of the barracks. So if you come in, like knock shit over and like wakes everybody up without telling them how, invariably, you know how anyway. So those dudes were excited about that training point. They were like, holy shit. They were talking about it. I thought all of BUD/S was going to be like this. I thought it was going to be like this the whole time. This is fucking awesome.
No
right?
Shit.
Well, one of the other guys heard it. And now, understand, I'm not easy to be around at this point. I'm not.
Yeah.
And I know it. I knew I was a ticking bomb. It was only going to take that's why they stuck me on the fucking island. I just put them on the fucking island. I was a ticking bomb. I knew it. I could feel it. Like all it was going to take was the wrong, indiscretion. Somebody grabbing a woman or doing something. And it was always towards that. It was never like, I'm just going to go nuts. It was always towards like injustice type stuff, like crime and these types of things. And like, you know, people, it was always in a protecting type of thing. That was the biggest thing. It was always like, I always wanted to protect. And that's what drove all of it. Might not look like that, but it was. And so, and my way of training people, yeah, it's outside the box. To this day, I still thought that was a really good training point.
I think it is.
You know, but I feel like, because I think outside the box on how that training went, I feel like we can have a better product at the end of the day, and that just didn't fit. You know, at the end of the day, it just didn't fit with what was going on around me. And that's on me. My situational awareness on how to be more additive to what was going on was not there. You know, it was like, it should be like this. You know, let me show you.
Yeah.
It's going to be like this. And it broke a bunch of rules. Right? So they moved me over to ATC.